In the murky, dense swamps of Delaware, a creature is said to roam, the swamp monster. For generations, locals have whispered about this terrifying beast, lurking in the shadows and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The legend has roots deep in Delaware's history, with sightings dating back to the early settlers who feared what prowled beyond the safety of their camps. The creature is described as a massive, hulking figure with matted, dark fur and glowing eyes that pierce through the swamp's dense fog. Some say it stands over 7 feet tall, with long arms that swing like a primate's, while others claim it's more reptilian, with scales and sharp claws that tear through anything in its path. Regardless of the description, one thing is certain: the swamp monster is not something to be trifled with. The most infamous part of the creature's domain is Swamp Hollow, a remote and treacherous stretch of land where people have reported strange happenings for decades. Those who wander too far into Swamp Hollow often hear unnatural noises, deep growls, tree branches snapping, or heavy footsteps that follow them just out of sight. People who venture into the area speak of feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, as if they're being watched by something waiting in the darkness. One of the earliest known encounters occurred in the late 1800s, when a farmer reportedly came face to face with the creature while searching for lost livestock. He described a massive, fur-covered figure with eyes that glowed like embers in the night. Paralyzed with fear, the farmer could only watch as the creature let out an earth-shaking roar before vanishing into the swamp. The next morning, the farmer's livestock was found mutilated, their carcasses scattered around the swamp. Throughout the 20th century, reports of the swamp monster grew, with sightings from hunters, fishermen, and hikers who claimed to have encountered the beast. Most described the same details: its enormous size, the glowing eyes, and the feeling of being stalked by something not quite human. Some believe the creature is a distant relative of Bigfoot, while others think it's something far more ancient, a beast that has lived in the swamps for centuries, waiting for its next victim. In more recent years, locals have spotted strange footprints near Hog Island, an area near the swamp that's notoriously difficult to navigate. The prints are unlike anything local wildlife would leave behind, too large and too deep for any known animal. Cryptozoologists and paranormal investigators have flocked to Delaware's swamps, hoping to find proof of the creature, but so far, it remains elusive. Despite the lack of hard evidence, the legend of the swamp monster continues to grow. Some believe that the creature could be a result of genetic experiments gone wrong, perhaps a military project or a mutated animal that escaped into the wild. Others claim that the swamp monster is supernatural, a guardian of the swamp who punishes those who trespass on its land. Either way, the legend is enough to keep locals from venturing too deep into the swamp after dark. For now, the Delaware swamp monster remains a mystery, its presence felt but never fully understood. Whether it's a creature of folklore or something more, one thing is certain: the swamps of Delaware are not for the faint of heart.